I don't think we'll get to all the questions, but she wanted to know, with tennis being a background of yours, is that something you wanted to do professionally?
No, because that was just the thing for like in college, high school and college. There was no intentions of going pro because it's very difficult. I mean, some people they have famous parents that could get them into the pros in any other sport. I mean, you see it with in the NBA that's going on right now. But yeah, that was never something that I pursued.
She also wanted to know if you think there's a shot we'll get a live action Tangled before a live action Princess and the Frog, and can both be released before Frozen 3.
Frozen 3. Oh, Frozen 3 was hasn't been real. So Tangled, I actually spoke with Zachary Levi. There's not going to be a sequel for Tangled, but she's talking about the live action remake, right?
Yeah, she
Live
said,
action.
do you think you'll get one? They'll make one of those before a live action Princess and the Frog.
It's tough to say because I don't know the direction Disney's going. I don't know if Snow White's getting a lot of backlash. We'll see, but hopefully Princess and the Frog and Tangled, were very good movies. So I hopefully they make a live action movie remake of them and they keep to the story and to what the princesses look like. Because I think part of the backlash with the live action remakes is that they're changing they're race swapping and they're changing the story. So I hope with the Princess and the Frog and Tangled, they keep to what the animation, what Tiana, what Rapunzel, what they look like, what they embodied as characters. They don't change the story.
I personally
That'd
would
be
like to
good.
see a live action Lion King, but with black people,
Oh,
like
like a
like actual physical actors instead of like animated like animals.
right, right.
I think that'd be
Yeah, maybe.
interesting. Um, now you've had a lot of negative experiences with recently at conventions. What's your favorite fan interaction at a convention?
Manage like a fellow Congoer that interacts with me. Is that what you're saying?
That or maybe another actor or some just a positive interaction you've had.
Positive interact. I would say Veronica Taylor she voices the Ash Ketchum from Pokemon. She was
Oh
great.
yeah,
You've seen her,
yeah, I know who
you
she
visit
is.
her as well.
Yeah,
Yeah, she's great. She's amazing. Like she would do the voices and then she would tell the story like some stories and she's great and I've met her 3 times and
hmm
they were all great interactions. No issues. Also asked her about Zachary Taylor McGinnis and her daughter. She answered like a pro. Like I know who he is. We don't associate with him, and that was the end of it. And there's no security called on me. It's kind of like they understand the fan. They're not divas or anything like that. So she was great for sure.
Now, what's next for you? Are you looking to shift away from the drama and focus on other things? Do you see yourself making your own channel, or do you gonna continue to debate and engage with the haters?
Making a channel, I mean, yes, it's pretty. You could just open your YouTube channel, but it's kind of like to maintain consistent material. It's much harder than make people think it is, and it's not something and dealing with people. I mean, trying to cater to them. That's not something I'm interested in doing, quite frankly. So Henry is good at that. He knows his audience. He knows how to read the room, and I know how to do that too. But he's willing to adapt based on what brings him views, and I'm not willing to do that. So I feel like me running a channel, it wouldn't be what I would want it to be. So that's not something that I would be interested in. But when it comes to Power Ranger drama or whatever coming on his channel, I'll continue to do that because I feel that no matter how long time has passed or whatever, no if something's said in passing or whatever, there facts over feelings, the truth matters. You have whatever opinions you want. You could push whatever narrative you want, but it has to be the truth because people watch Henry's channel. They watch these YouTube channels and they make con decisions based off of what they see. And Henry's channel is important in that aspect. So it's important for him to push information that is accurate.
I got a final question, and this is almost
Sure.
like a troll question. You
Mhm.
know, treat it as such. What do you think of Rican Ranger saying he's the new Brent?
I don't know if he said or he doesn't want to be the. He said that the new brand. Is that what he said?
He's said it before.
He said it before. Okay. I
He
don't
said
know.
he
I
said that
mean,
they were trying to turn him into the next Brent.
whether that's different from him being I am the new Brent versus they're trying to make me because one is embracing it, one is like trying to reject it. But either, let me say this. I mean, Rican. I mean, I don't like. I disagree with the stuff he's saying, and he's looking for the attention where I'm not looking for that attention. I've never asked Henry one time to make a video.
Not even a little bit. Come on. You got to admit you want the attention a little bit because you're constantly coming up.
I want the attention. I want people to pay attention to what I'm saying. That's why I say what I say. Now, do I like the when he posts those clips of me on like the thumbnails? I'm not gonna say I don't like it because I mean I'm fine with it. It's not like I like it or don't like it, whereas where I'm objecting to it, but it's kind of like I don't really encourage it, but if he wants to do it, that's fine. I don't look for that attention. But Rican seems to want that attention, and he seems to go about it the wrong way. I mean, some of the stuff he says is kind of like he probably felt empowered to say it because maybe the culture of the channel, I don't know, but yeah, I don't know. He's not approaching the same way I am, so he's not the new Brent. I don't know what he's saying about that.
Well, that's all the questions I have today. Do you have any final thoughts for the fans of my show? Do you want any final words that you want to say?
I've seen you're the Nerd Talk podcast, right?
Right.
Yeah, I've seen your comments. I don't know what else I want to say. I mean, I go on that Henry's channel because and to speak my mind to stay on business. And I know we've had our disagreements, but it's kind of like facts over feelings. You have to be Henry has the message that he pushes on there has to be accurate. And whether it's by mistake or whether he unintentionally missed something, when he misses something, he I'm going to call him out on it. And I I'm I've I will choose to do so, continue to do so. And yeah, I mean, and haters gonna hate, and that's their prerogative, and
Listen,
it's part of the fun.
and I'll tell you this, this interview brings you so much up in my book because I could be real indifferent down the middle with you. Sometimes I hate you, but don't sometimes I'm right there with you and agreeing with you, you know? So it's like this brings you so much up in my book, and it's good to kind of get your side of things on certain topics, you know? Here
Right,
here instead of like assuming what's going on, you know.
right.
And so I'm glad you were able to come on. I'm glad I was able to talk to you one on one and get this, and hopefully people will see this other side of you, you know.
Right. Because it's very hard when you go on Henry's channel. When I come, when I'm talking, then I get people like Francis comes up, Drew Danger comes up. It's kind of like, and it's very difficult. And then I know Henry is when I'm about to say something, he pivot. He's very good at what he does. He's because well, a lot of stuff I say goes against what he's trying to push, and that's okay because
Yeah.
we have our different opinion. He has
Sometimes different opinion is makes for a more entertaining show.
absolutely, and I appreciate it. But the thing is, when I'm saying that because it's very hard. He brings me down. He when I'm about to say that he says, but okay, bye bye, or he says like, oh, it's a lover's quarrel. He tries to diffuse the situation, so he doesn't let me speak. It's very difficult for me to speak. So in these type of one-on-ones, it's much easier to speak without interruption, and that's why you're able to hear my side. And whether I didn't care whether you like it or not, so I'm glad that you like what I have to say.
No, definitely. Thank you for coming on. And do you? I don't know if you promote your social media, but let the fans kind of know where they can find you. If not, if you don't promote your social media, they can find you on Henry's channel, right?
Right, right. I don't promote social because that like if people think I'm looking for clout, no, I don't. I just go on there to say when I object to something, I'm not gonna sit there and say, oh, I'm just gonna go up there and say my objection to whatever Francis or Drew, whatever. That's how I'm not looking for clout. That's why I don't even have a YouTube page channel. Like if I'm looking for some sort of clout, I would at least have a YouTube channel of some sort, but I'm not really looking for that. So you can just find me on